Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Bo again. So, today we're going to talk about sound bites and context. So, I was actually planning on doing this video at some point in the future, but somebody brought the speech up in the comments section the other day, so I figured I'd go ahead and do it now. The speech I was going to use to illustrate this is one of Kennedy's. He said it in, I want to say 1961, but it's pointed to as the reason he got killed. Now, in this speech, he says that we are opposed around the world by a ruthless and monolithic conspiracy that relies primarily on covert means. Man, who is he talking about? That's crazy. Who's coming after us? And in that same speech, another good soundbite is the very word secrecy is repugnant in a free and open society. Man, that's great. That's good. I like that. See, here's the thing, though. Those are the sound bites. And that's why people point to it. And they say, see, he was going to go after, pick your boogeyman. Pick your conspiracy theory boogeyman, whatever it is, the Illuminati, the Bilderbergs, whatever. Okay? That's why they killed him. Because he was going to go after their ruthless and monolithic conspiracy. Of course, if you read the whole speech, it's really clear. Context, it's important. The conspiracy, well, that's the Soviet Union. And that entire speech that included the phrase that secrecy is repugnant in a free and open society, the entire speech, the entire point of the speech was to get journalists, editors, and publishers to censor themselves. In the same speech, he says, you should ask two questions. Is it news? And is it in the interest of national security? See, the soundbite, what gets quoted, what gets used, is the exact opposite of what the speech was really about and what he really wanted to achieve with it. Context, it's really important. And today the world runs on sound bites. You know, that attention span has gotten so short because of 24-hour news and well, social media. You know, people tell me all the time I need to shorten my videos to less than 3 minutes. Can't do it. I'm too long-winded. Twitter is nothing but visual sound bites. And the problem with it is you don't have to have any substance. You don't have to say anything that matters. You just have to be witty. You don't have to defend what you say. You just make your little tweet, and then your supporters will defend it. Tell me it's not true with every politician you know, even the ones you like. And that's dangerous. That is very, very dangerous. And I prove it. Why are we in Syria? Why did we get involved in Syria? Well, because the Civil War broke out. Why? We started it. The U.S. started it. The U.S. and the United Kingdom got together, and they pretty much started that war. They started that Civil War, and they used it as justification, as a pretext for intervention, because they wanted to oust Assad. Been ongoing. The plan had been in motion since, I want to say, 2006. There's a lot of theories on why. I lean towards a pipeline theory. There were two competing pipelines, one backed by our, good friends and allies, the Saudis, the journalist killers, and the others backed by Iran. And they wanted the Saudi pipeline to go through. They weren't certain that Assad was going to play ball, so they wanted to get rid of him. That's the context. Everything else, it's a show, it's theatrics. That's really what went down. The fact that the U.S. and the UK pumped money into Syria to fund the propaganda, to start the Civil War, very well documented. It was done through sound bites. You can't listen to them. You got to look at the bigger picture. You have to look at the bigger picture. If you want to understand what's going on in the world, you have to look beyond the sound bites. Everything is interconnected today, not just through communication. I mean, that's instant and worldwide. But business, all those interests are linked. So if you want to understand what's going on, never read a press release, never listen to a soundbite. You have to look at that bigger picture at all times. Propaganda is coming into a golden age right now. It's infectious. You have entire news networks that are devoted to supporting a single political party. And everybody's going to point to one or the other, because there's a couple of them out there. But, they bring in the opposition. Oh, we're balanced. We're going to let this person talk from the other side. But they intentionally find the dumbest person they can find. It's propaganda, and you're inundated with it all day, every day. And most times, the soundbite, just like in Kennedy's speech, it's the exact opposite of what's really being said and really being done. Anyway, it's just an observation. Most of my adult life has been spent in one way or another processing information, taking it and distilling it, taking a whole bunch of information and getting down to what's actually important. That's what I still do with these videos, I guess. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a nice night. Enjoy your weekend.